We are live.
Good evening, friends. I'm Sheetal Deshpande from Hyderabad. Welcome you all at the UBI English Poetry Session. It is always an honor to host UBI Open Mics. But today, it is making me feel even more proud to be a part of this global platform. Friends, UBI recently created a historic world record of creativity, inclusivity, and global connection under the mentorship of its founder, Mrs. Sapna Kekre. A mega event, UBI Online Open Mic, marked its 200th episode on 27th April 2025, world's longest multilingual, multinational, multicultural, multi-category open mic with a record-breaking 11-hour, 38-minute and 43 seconds of open mic marathon, bringing together 213 voices from around the world in 5 languages and 6 categories, which was aired live on the YouTube. I'm glad to share that UBI has successfully achieved 2 records in the Golden Book of World Records. First, longest comparing in an online live streamed variety show. And second, for most people participated in an online live streamed variety show. As we all know, this global platform created for readers and writers and facilitators was founded by Mrs. Sapna Shivani Kekre, the author of Oz Ki Boonde, on 2nd February 2018 to bring the writing fraternity under one roof. Let's take a quick overview of the activities undertaken by UBI. UBI encourages bloggers, movie makers, theatre artists, story writers, poets, and many more. They also provide pre and post publishing support, marketing support, media support, distribution support, thus making their journey easy for the writers. Unique LLP initiative. UBI LLP, that is Learning Labs program, is on a mission to take learning easy and within reach for those who desire to learn these creativity skills. Annual events like UBI Fest, UBI Hindi Utsav, and UBI Inked Marathon provide opportunities to the writers to come together to learn and grow. Initiatives like UBI Open Mic provide a platform to so many artists like us to showcase our talents. UBI is the first platform to start open mics in regional languages as well. I express my gratitude to Mrs. Sapna Shivani Kekre for giving us this one platform to help flourish the writer in all of us. And of course, her equally hardworking team, whom I would like to mention. Shyam Sundar Sarma, Dr. Ekta Kaur Sajdeva, Dr. Suchi Shukla, Piyush Manke, Sheetal Deshpande, Jyotir Aditya Rathore. A wonderful teamwork, guys. Hats off to all of you. So getting back to our today's event, let me invite our narrators one by one to spin their lovely yarn in front of our audience. Firstly, I would like to invite a young and energetic senior poet among us who wants to make the world a better place. Hira Nawaz ma'am, an award-winning teacher from Bengaluru who just loves writing poetry and pours her full heart and soul into it. She has won several awards in the poetry writing at both national and international level. She is on the poetry review panel of Heaven International, where she reviews poems written by poets and poetess globally. Hira ma'am's poems are beautifully written, usually full of love and emotions, which make the reader feel better. Welcome, Hira ma'am.
Namaste. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, you are.
First of all, good afternoon to everybody here. My name is Ms. Hira Nawaz, and I would like to thank Sheetal ma'am for this wonderful introduction. And I would also like to thank Shyam sir for his inviting me to this program. And I'm so happy that UBI has extended its platforms to so many talented people and it's creating great records as well. The poem I'm going to recite today is entitled Don't Cry, Mom. This is a very emotional story and a poem about a friend of mine, Anita, who had a daughter named Tamara who died of cancer at the tender age of 14. I have pretended to be Tamara, and I'm speaking from heaven, where I'm trying to comfort my grieving mother. So the poem goes like this. My best friend is Anita. Her daughter's name is Tamara, who was a 14-year-old teenage girl who was diagnosed with malignant cancer, which, as we all know, is fatal and incurable. Just short of her 14th birthday, she succumbed to the cancerous carcinoma. I have written the following poem pretending that I am Tamara, who has just died and is in heaven, my purpose being to comfort my overwrought and shattered mother, Mrs. Anita John Ninan, and to allay her foreboding fears. Mothers of cancer victims may be able to relate to this poem. Mummy, dear darling mummy, dearest, don't sit all cooped up on the sofa and cry. I am your lovely and feisty daughter Tamara, who unfortunately, by quirk of fate, was destined to die. Yes, the culprit was that cancerous carcinoma that effed my strength, enfeebled me, and made me weak. It slashed my spirit and vociferously sapped my energy, making me, when alive, dread my future so bleak. I remember the day I rushed to you with a headache, which persisted and which would never quite go away. At last, you took me to doctors, specialists, and experts. But really, mommy, cancer is too high a price to pay. The cold, dampening diagnosis obsessed my mind as I remember staying at hospitals and leaving school. Me, who had always been the erudite, studious bookworm, but now was just destined to be nobody's fool. Mommy, remember how you tried your optimum best to ease, alleviate, and relieve my excruciating pain? But alas, every sickness has its dose of sordid suffering, while my emotions and feelings began to wax and wane. During these painful sessions, where I longed to improve, I was given injections and antibiotics, but never got better. The damage was done, the disease cell proliferating, as the diagnosis weaved its curses in spirit and letter. Chemotherapy and radiation were true treatments that sapped me of my strength while I tried to improve my life. I tried philosophy when I realized that my life was doomed. Mommy, I will never be a girlfriend. I will never be a wife. Hospitals are depressing places, and the medicines are usually bitter. While I pray to God, why was there this multiplying of my cells, making me always listless, fatigued, tired, and despondent? The worst blow being, I will never experience wedding bells. My drab, dull hair fell from my head in woolly clumps, making me bald at last, but itching and burning to fiercely fight until I realized that it was a losing battle, for I had no resistance. I had lost a lot of weight and was a dismal sight. My Waterloo with myself was approaching unprecedented as I wondered cluelessly and puzzled, God, why me? Doesn't a young teenage girl need to see and experience life? And isn't she supposed to grow into the best lady she can be? Mummy, the hours and minutes are flying past irretrievably. Soon there will be the syndrome of the empty nest, which implies that children will flee their parents' abodes. Really, mommy, I tried really hard, but failed the deciding test. And melancholy, for he is my one and only erstwhile blood brother. He has to live and savor his full earthly term, while we'll always have to pretend that we have each other. From heaven, I now see you wish the long, long days away, urging me to somehow miraculously return home. While I try to send you heartwarming messages that you've got dad and Yovan, and fortunately, you're not alone. Mummy, don't feel overwhelmed and get emotionally overcome that you have a mortal human body which is now denied to me. Indeed, parents usually die before their earthly offspring. But, Mummy, God made you so special. Don't you see? Mummy, my headaches were wrenching and unbearable. Promise me, Mummy, that for my sake you will be strong, so that when a flood of tears threatens to overwhelm you, take a beautiful Jesus Christ hymn and sing. Sing along. Tamara died before her 14th birthday in the year 2003. My friend Anita has never gotten over it. She immerses herself in work and frequent Bible group meetings and bonds with other women who have lost family members to cancer. Once Anita said, if Tamara was alive today, she would be a middle aged woman. She would have probably been married, and I might have been a grandmother. But now I'm just a grieving mother. Cancer takes the lives of people in the most merciless way, leaving heartbreak and pain in its wake. Indeed, Tamara's life was a short life of suffering with cancer, it being without remission. It's been more than 30 years. Lovely, studious Tamara bid us adieu. Anita, my best friend, has braved a teary eye through praying. She dutifully distributes fruits on Tamara's birthday. God's ways are not our ways. Go see us while saying thank you. Namaste.
No word. I don't have any words to, express. Very, very sad and a very heart-touching poem, ma'am. You have penned it so well and you presented it. I don't have words. Absolutely. And I agree, it's a merciless disease. It's absolutely merciless. It's tough. It's tough on the family members as well. So it's tough. I know.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for presenting it so well. Yes, and my heart goes to your friend Anita. I am absolutely with her. So
Yes.
let's go ahead.
Thank you, Sheetal.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. So I would now like to invite Saraswati Poswal, ma'am, from Gurgaon. Saraswati Poswal is a multilingual writer. She writes in English, Hindi, and Punjabi. She's seen active on many literary websites quoting on love and life, nature and society, and has won many awards for it. Writing since childhood, Saraswati ji now has extremely beautiful collection of more than 2000 plus poems. She has contributed her poems to more than 200 anthologies, national and international. And her first book as an author was named Musing Shores. She is running a platform named Sargam for literary interactions for the recognition of eminent poets around the world. It's a first multilingual platform. I'm feeling glad to mention that Saraswati ji has received many awards like Rabindranath Tagore Award, Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan Award, and Sahitya Akademi Award. Saraswati ji, it's an honor to have you with us today. Welcome.
Hello, good morning, good evening, namaskar, sat sri akal, adab, salam to everyone. Thank you so much. Firstly, I would like to say a few lines to Meera Nawaz ma'am. She has contributed a very beautiful poem on cancer. This is a very serious cause, and we should definitely take initiates and support the people who are suffering and who are facing this serious problem, serious disease going through. Even I've heard so many people around me facing this problem, and the family, how they survive. It's very, very painful for them to come out of it. Everyone, heart wrenching poem. Thank you so much. Lovely verses. Thank you so much, Shiran Awaji. And thank you, Sheetal Pandeji, for giving such a lovely info composition of mine. Thank you. And once again, thank you, Shivani ma'am, dear, for giving us this opportunity again. She's a soul, my soul friend, I should say, for uplifting everyone. Like Sham sir, he's also always there, mentor for me, all of you guiding me and supporting me. So I'll not be taking your much time. My best wishes to all of you. My first poem today is Love is Spiritual. Love is spiritual. Love is spiritual when touched from soul. Two hearts pour, no expectations, no envy. Love is spiritual when touched from soul. Two hearts pour, no expectations, no envy. Love is a journey. Love is a journey from one birth to other. Love is a journey from one birth to other. We meet our loved ones. We meet our loved ones who are part from one body, but meet in the new birth. But meet in the new birth. Soul travels. Soul travels. Love stays, never alters. Love stays, never alters. Love is connection from soul. Love is a connection from soul. No boundaries. Humility with peace. No boundaries. Humility with peace. No lust can deceive. In silence we receive. In silence we receive. Love is the purest. Spirituality touched. Either from heaven, either from heaven. Love drops like rain. Even from heaven, love drops like rain. If we feel in silence, if we feel in silence, love is purest. Love is transparent. Love is transparent. No goals, no success. Love is transparent. No goal, no success. No one can hinder its path. It's genuine, authentic. It's genuine, authentic. It's simple, tranquil bliss of heaven. It's simple, tranquil bliss of heaven. Love is integrity. Love is integrity, unites every soul. No falls can prejudice. No tides are obstacle its way. No tides or obstacle its way. Oneness reflects. Oneness reflects if we truly give love. Oneness reflects if we truly give love. Love is sweet. Love is always like a nectar. Love is always like a nectar, sweet even in pain. Gives the contentment. Gives the contentment. You know you are in love. You are in peace. You know you are in love. You are in peace. Love is sweet. Love is spiritual. Thank you. Hope you like my poem.
So well defined, I said. I'm sorry, I was on mute. So beautiful. And I agree, love is purest. That was very nice verses you used. So you have one more poem, ma'am?
Okay. If I have a time, then I can definitely. I thought they'll be coming in the second round. Okay, I'll go with another one also.
We don't have second round, so we finish it right now.
Okay, right. Yeah, this is the small one. I'll go with that. Mother Earth. Mother Earth. Mother Earth, we are your own. Mother Earth, we are your own. And never can be indebted. You gave us so. And never can be indebted. You gave us so. You gave us food. You gave us shelter. You gave us water. Mother Earth, we are your own. Mother Earth, we are your own. And never can be indebted. You gave us so. And never can be indebted. You gave us so. You gave us greens and hues. You gave us greens and hues. You gave us oxygen and breaths. You gave us life to grow. You gave us life to grow. Mother Earth, we are your own. Mother Earth, we are your own. And never can be indebted. You gave us so. You gave us mountains. You gave us mountains and falls. You gave us plains and crops. You gave us nature and beauty. You gave us nature and beauty. Mother Earth, we are your own. Mother Earth, we are your own and never can be indebted. You gave us so and can never be indebted. You gave us so. This was Mother Earth.
Very nice. Very nice. And we agree
All
with
at this. Yeah.
we agree with you. It's a
Glad.
lifetime with Mother Nature. So absolutely beautiful. Both poems were nice.
Thank
One
you.
and a half
Thank you
and
once
one.
again. Thank you
Yes.
once again. Thank you, ma'am.
I hope the other poets are they are enjoying the poems. So we will talk about it in between. Let's right now go ahead with the next poet. So I would now like to call Indrani Chatterjee. Indrani Chatterjee is a self-motivated writer and published author originated in Kolkata. She has co-authored a number of anthologies published from eminent platforms. She prefers to write articles for social causes to ennoble awareness, especially about the journey of neurodivergent individuals. She is a winner of a number of contests and is also a recipient of several prestigious awards. Apart from her literary achievements, Indrani is also a vocalist of classical music and Rabindra Sangeet. She has passed her Visharat exam with distinction. Now she is pursuing her master's in music along with her son Krishnendu. She also has profound inclination for art. Welcome, Indrani ji. We are eager to hear your poems.
Yeah, thank you so much, Shital, for this invitation. This is my first time in UBI Open Week. I think you tried once before, but something happened and I couldn't make it. But thank God this time I could. And so I'm very happy to be here and to receive this opportunity. So shall I start with my poem?
Yes, please, ma'am. You can go ahead.
My poem is Mothers Are Always a Liar. So this word mother, it crops up for some reason or the other. So I have also something to say about mother. And the title is Mothers Are Always a Liar. On occasions, with her witty words, she could twist predicaments. Certain lies summoned bliss to family pursuit was her discernment. The epiphany of her dictum dawned upon me late. Before I could elicit, she transcended the mortal gate. When she intimidated me that traffickers lift impish youngsters, a demonic me would only then abide by her words. Popping inside my mouth the last sweet on her plate. With pacified smile she assured, there's more in her cabinet. Once I settled upon a dress beyond middle-class budget. To indulge me, she elicited, to like nothing from market. When my late hour study during exam kept her awake, dark circles under eyes she denoted as sign of age. After days' toil, a languid me, draping the eventide ambiguity, stepped the haunting corridor, trying to cover in jiffy her familiar assurance, trying to assuage my fear. Don't be afraid to propel in the imminent dark sphere. At omega of latency, I'll stand as concierge to protect. Mothers never sleep. They keep waiting to hear oncoming footsteps. Perhaps mothers are the most adorable and spontaneous liars. Donning the tapestry of gusto, she renounces her implicit desires. She edifies her world, losing herself and all she aspired. Maybe mothers can only play the artistry of a liar. Thank you.
Very beautiful, ma'am. I think you can continue with the second poem if you have, then we can discuss about the poems.
Okay, then my second poem goes this way. The title is Has Independence Earned Its True Merit? It was 75 years of independence, and country was decked in joyous festoon. The alacrity to commemorate every martyr whose immolation has been a boon. But just tarry to introspect if freedom has reached its indubitable state. Could we enlighten every soul and with fortune fumigate their fate? What about the boy, smeared with tinge of lassitude, dawn to dusk, washing dishes in restaurants, renouncing their dormant aptitude? That timid soul, rising with her mother before the first ray of sun, attending the course at mistress' house, waiving all childhood fun. Ask them someday, what is independence and how does it look like? Can they ever figure its semblance or its true eminence ever strike? Have you noticed that boy who, in place of toy, has lifted the polishing brush? He wears a tattered shoe, but restores the shiny hue of affluence with expert touch. Or the atrophied lad jostling in crowd vehicles to earn his daily bread, instead of savoring the candies in his hand, peddling them at tender age. Ask them if they know the factual concept of independence. For them, it is a hope to explore or an ideology of independence. Where do they lie in the spectrum of liberalism? Could this 75 years of freedom deprive their childhood from exploitation? So, it is yet for the country to reach the summit of equivalence, where independence shall symbolize consolidated status of balance. Thank you.
Fantastic. Ma'am, both the poems were very, very nice. First, I would like to talk about your second poem. I think you presented a real, actual picture of independence, like what in real sense is independence, right? We are yet to, the nation is yet to see the independence at that level, to independence to all, happiness to all. So there are so many things yet to cover. It is just that we are saying that we are independent, but I know there are so many issues where we are facing issues, we are facing problems. And your first poem was beautifully penned about the about a mom, about a mother. Yes, moms lie at times for the sake of their children, and as you said, we realize it very late. But moms are angels. What can I say? They are bliss at any age, and we need them at every stage of our life. That's a fact. So I want others to comment about ma'am's poems. Somdata ma'am, what do you say? How did you find the poems till now?
It's very emotional, an emotional brush up to our sentiments over mother and how much they sacrifice for their children, how much they think about their family. They are the caregivers. They are the, gardeners of that garden where we as children blossom and bloom, and how happy they are to see us grow. So such sentiments have been embedded and embossed in Indraniji's poem today, and truly, truly remarkable.
Absolutely, absolutely. And others, how did you find Hira ma'am's and Saraswati ma'am's poems?
I wanted to say to Hira Nawaz ma'am that cancer is definitely what she said is a disease which is so impactful that it leaves the family not only aggrieved, but it leaves them to be miserable throughout the rest of their lives. The pain, the agony, the frustration of losing their near and dear ones lives on, and that remains to be that eternal misery. I would say misery because I have also lost my father. Until today, I am miserable. I am not able to touch him. I am not able to speak to him. And that irreparable loss has got no explanation, no words, no specific emotions. Just the sentiment is within us. We are living with it. We are experiencing that, kind of emptiness within us. There
Yes.
is a void.
It remains in your
Yes.
lives.
And that is the reality. That is the pragmatic sense within us that we are living with their, glorious memories within us in one soul.
True.
So
Very
that is all I wanted to say about
Very true.
Hiram.
Very true. So let's go ahead. Now I would like to invite eminent poet Rakesh Chandra ji from Lucknow. Rakesh Chandra is a former civil servant. He has got 5 collections of English poems, including Moon is Black, Circle of Life, also one collection of Hindi poems titled Mere Sheher Mein, and a book on Rekha Chitra titled Bechehre Wale Log. His English poems have found place in different anthologies, poetry journals, and newspapers' literary supplements. He is the recipient of this year's International Nazi Naman Prize in Literature. Welcome, Rakesh sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. It is a pleasure to see you again on this online medium.
After a long time.
First of all, I should say that this platform, it always gives me pleasure. It always gives me some kind of feeling because you invite poets of repute and those who share not only poetry, but those who share their hearts out in the form of poetry. All the poets preceding me were excellent. It was an experience to hear all of them. With this background, I am going to recite my poem. Some times ago, maybe a month ago, you must have heard the story of twins, one boy and a girl, those who were shot dead in the crossfire of cross-border firing in the Poonch district of Jammu and Kashmir. My poem is related to that incident only. Title of the poem is Even the Death Feels Ashamed. You are the 12 years old twins from Poonch district in Jammu and Kashmir. But you are not intelligent enough. But you were not intelligent enough, Urva and Zan, to visualize fangs of death coming to take both of you in her deadly shackles. Yes, how could you know on that fateful early morning of 7th May, when you both were busy preparing to go to school with pleasure? But the arrows of death reached you, both through cross-border shelling, silencing your purest smile and playful antics. Though the shells from the guns don't know the names of their victims, they are guided by the destiny's secret instructions. Till the time your parents, teachers, and your dearest pals are alive, they will miss your infectious presence throughout. There will be no takers of beautiful and tasty birthday cakes, carefully planted on a china clay platter. It was their birthday on that day. There will be no takers of beautiful and tasty birthday cakes, carefully planted on a china clay platter. Surely there will be no return gifts anymore in future times. Also, no birthday songs will reverberate in the small drawing rooms of your rented house. This is the insane killing, which the Lord of Death too will not be happy to see. He will certainly cry secretly in his closed enclave. Wars will be fought. Innocent people across the border will be killed overnight. And the guns will sing, and the guns will sing as usual the dreadful dirge. The future will be the same without carrying any imprints of the horrendous past. But let me assure you, poor Urba and Zan, but let me assure you, poor Urba and Zan, that despite all this, humanity will survive the tough times. Your enchanting smile and innocent flow of your faces will always waft over the gentle winds. The stories of your blind murder will be told from generations to generations, reminding everyone that violence has no place in our lives. Rest in peace where you both are. Rest in peace where you both are. We will pray for you till the dawn of a new and vibrant morning. Thank you.
Very well penned, I can say, sir. It was a very heartbreaking story of two young and innocent lives which were taken away brutally. So it's like, I just can't say it's, as you said, it is an insane killing. And
Yes.
it's absolutely not acceptable, you know. I don't understand how to mention all these things. I'm just holding on to that one line which you said in the poem, which you mentioned. Um, Humanity will survive the tough times. So let's hope that humanity survives this tough times, and after these times have been passed, we will all be humans again, hopefully. So I just want to ask Indrani ji, what can you say about the poems? How did you find the poems? I mean, sir's poem.
It's a very touching poem, of course, very much heart-churning. And these incidents, the massacre that happens, it is beyond our expectations. Actually, it shatters our senses and makes us mute for a very prolonged time. We actually cannot find words that how we are going to deal with this, how we are going to relate with this. The memories also bring no hope in futures for a long time to go. So it is really very heart-touching, very heart-wrenching, and we should be writing on such issues more and more, which actually he had done, and let people learn that how humanity has to be inculcated, because inhuman behavior cannot bring any peace to anyone. Neither can it make the world enriched. And you can say the nature also retaliates to see such brutal behavior of humans. So it's very nice. It's very beautifully penned.
You penned it so beautifully, sir. It was really
Thank
touching.
you. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
Yes, yes. Anyone else who want to, just talk about the poems?
Yes, I would like to say something. Well, I would request all the highest authorities of all the countries in the world that do not escalate your hostile emotions to such an extent that wars take place. If wars take place, then such innocent souls who have done nothing with these things, with this hostility, who has no information or any kind of connection with this kind of hatred, they are being, targeted. They are actually losing their lives. They are the sufferers, and even the common man who are suffering out of these wars. And winning in these wars, losing such innocent people is no win at all, because we are actually not winning a war. We are losing our humanity over this. So losing humanity is no winning in any wars. So we should always remind ourselves not to escalate such hatred towards anybody in the society as a whole, so that these kind of situations take place. And
Every individual,
what
I
a
think,
wonderful
does something at
what a
their own
wonderful
level.
presentation by Rakesh Chandra ji through his verses. It has given us an impact that innocence should not be crucified like this through words. Thank you.
Beautiful
Thank
young
you.
lives.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, thank you. So let's move ahead. From a postgraduate in English literature to a published writer today, Somdatta Mitra has come a long way. She has co-authored more than 1,600 anthologies. Her debut poetry book was released in 2024 by the name The Spectrums of Emotions. It makes me feel happy to mention that Somdatta ji has accomplished four world records in poetry and several national and international awards in writing, oratory, and painting. Her poems have been translated to Spanish, Italian, and Romanian languages. A teacher by profession, she has been a guiding light for students for the past 20 years. Welcome, Somdatta ma'am.
Thank you so much, Sheetal ji, for such a wonderful introduction about my work. I will begin with my thanksgiving to Sapna Madam, and I would like to congratulate her for accomplishing two such wonderful records, world records. For the lowest comparing in an online live stream variety show, and most people participated in an online live stream variety show. These two are so very much emotional for all of us who participated in that wonderful event. And I want to thank her for creating this platform, welcoming artists to present their sketches over their life. And I want to also thank Mr. Shamsundarji for always encouraging me like a mentor and always enlivening my spirits to feel positive, feel optimistic about presenting whatever is within us through poetry. And the entire team of UBI, who has been a great support for bringing us over this platform through such invitations. So today I will begin my poem with another emotion, because today is Father's Day and we are all celebrating it in our soulful way as we can. And I am missing my father. I have lost him quite a few years back. So over this, I have related the title as "You Were a Pioneer of Humanitarian Goals." Your inveterate confidence to support me in a realm, a pirot that raised your high spirits to overwhelm. Innocence and sincere devotion was perhaps a boon that cradled your modus operandi to sip a cup of coffee or a tea as an immune. An aficionado over chemistry and English literature with a wide concept that delved into a bravura concurrent affection that embellished my childhood with your doting paternal bond, enfolding those energetic giggles that seemed to me an heirloom. Today, remind me of your vivacity and tremendous passion for life. Your nobility lied in your simplicity to embrace all. Perhaps that rehash to kindle joy was a kind of pater. You were my superhero with your gutsy to dare anything that required an illumination. Such impeccable optimism with a persiflage personified a diligent humanitarian. Over rostrums, I admire your divine capacity to embolden spirits, encouraging all to join the cultural events. A sagacity to indulge in friendliness, a sociable, resplendent heart who cared and comforted others always. You have enlightened our life with much concern, endearment that was an ornate to blossom and heed. Is it a reverie to imagine you in my chariot of reverence, revivifying those lost moments in my album of thoughts? In rhetorical pursuance, you took me into your confidence. Whenever I was in a delirium, your dynamism was perhaps my pride. As an adorable father, you envisaged a seed of humanity. So that was my first poem. Coming to the next topic. Recently, I have been hearing a lot of issues over racism. So this struck me, and I have related the title with racism, exploitation through racism. Black and brown are beautiful skin tones, I say, for those who discriminate humanity over races. In cloaks of camouflage, they wander through vicious smiles, constructing holes of devising discriminations over their prejudices. The birth is a beautiful gift of God, where the Creator chose life to be a boon. He has blessed with the same blood and bones to all, never segregating race over humanity and goodwill. He has taught humans to be happy and be civilized, to be united in a community that shares happiness and cognized. Eyes that discriminate skin color over unfair treatment. Hearts that scorn races for their vindictive minds for maltreatment. Ferocity and radical clandestine measures exploit the existence of victims who are unaware of such vindictive minds. The right to discriminate has been an age old strategy where certain savage instincts, furtive and fret, subjugate a self dominance in a temerity. Vain and conceited, they forget the life's blessings to be kind. With their bigotry, they create barriers of invidious travesty to hurt others. Clouds of evil blindfold their compassion to scourge the prey. With intolerance, they manifest divisions over social rights to adhere. They ravage the usual interactions that may heed a company. They manifest a divide and rule to raise indignation. Their nests are toxic, non-parallel vices that seek no justice, where the natural cohesion is grinded into maladies of diced iniquity. Being brown skinned, I am proud of my complexion. For those who are black, receive my earnest reverence in affection. I ignore those dejections for which I have been a victim. I praise myself for the beauty I have developed in my soul. I challenged myself to keep myself happy in my own beatitude, where anyone's attitude would never affect me over my any occlude. I strongly believe that humans are born to grow with their intellect. No barriers can prevent them from their usual upliftment. For those who are racist must realize their feeble thought process. It's the prowess of a human that they fail to accept. Over intellect, skill, and dexterity, nobody will be ever deprived of opportunities unless the depraved souls avenge over a temerity to harm in their communities. Thank you so much for giving me this pleasure and opportunity.
Absolutely beautifully. Both the poems were presented also very beautifully and written very well, as you always do. So
Thank
the
you. Thank
second,
you so much,
I
ma'am.
understand it's on the racism and yeah, it's a vindictive act, as you said. But I would like to speak about the first poem more because I absolutely like the poem and it was explicitly written. So and I liked the one line which I would like to mention. You said, "You enlightened our life." So it is so true. It is so true. We fall short of words when we start speaking about our parents. And yes, Somdatta, our father remains our superhero always. So it was just absolutely apt poem for the Father's Day. Absolutely beautiful. Hats off. So,
When we grow as a girl child, uh, we are so much, enveloped into a shell. And when we reach that adulthood, then we get married, we become wives, we become mothers. Still, that kind of attention we always crave from our fathers. That gentle touch we always crave from our fathers. It will never end. It will be eternally bonded and binded within our soul. That is what I feel.
very
Thank
true.
you so much.
Very true. Thank you
So
so much.
it's my privilege and my greatest honor to present some lines about our beautiful host, who has been really giving us a lot of pleasure and enhancement about our own, introductory for this long period of this session. And here I want to take the privilege and priority to present a few lines about her. Sheetal Pradhan Deshpande ji was born and brought up in Mumbai, and she has completed a BCom degree and a degree in computer programming from Mumbai University. She worked in IT sector for a few years, and her family was her priority, so she decided to be a homemaker. She is a multilingual poet and writer, writing since her college days in English, Hindi, and Marathi. She feels writing gives her an opportunity to express her feelings with confidence. She is an active member of various poetry groups on Facebook and participates in many poetry contests and open mics. Her writings have been a part of several magazines and journals. She has co-authored many anthologies in different languages like English, Hindi, and Marathi. Her poems are close to life, poignant, and sensitive. She loves to write short stories, book reviews as well. In her leisure time, she likes listening to music, singing, and reading. And she is associated with Sapna ma'am here for United Ink group. And it is our pride, it is our honor to invite her over in this platform to recite her own poems. Please do the honors, ma'am. You are most welcome. The mic is all yours now.
Thank you so much, Somnath ma'am, for the lovely introduction. And before I start my poetry, I would like to thank the lovely audience who has been liking and commenting throughout the session. Believe me, that's what is motivating us to be here live every Sunday, bringing you a new theme with new enthusiasm each time. So back to my poetry. It's titled Enlightenment. Amidst all the chaos of responsibilities and commitments, I stand alone, in search of inner peace and enlightenment of soul. With dissatisfaction and disappointment, my heart shudders. With dissatisfaction and disappointment, my heart shudders. Even just realization of self-help, I know, will do wonders. Finding its way out from the captive mind is the necessity foremost. Finding its way out from the captive mind is the necessity foremost. The light at the horizon is the only hope. It tempts me the most. A layer of misty clouds block my way. A layer of misty clouds block my way, but I'm sure I will reach there one day. The longing for serenity makes me urge to clear the unnecessary sounds. The longing for serenity makes me urge to clear the unnecessary sounds. Sitting in the secluded corner of my house, I meditate. Positivity surrounds. Opening the doors of my mind, one by one, I make the wheel spin. For I realize enlightenment is nothing but the radiance within. Serenity then leads to stability and peacefulness. Serenity then leads to stability and peacefulness, making my life a perfect example of blissfulness. The dull grey shades of sorrow and grief will now never show. The dull grey shades of sorrow and grief will now never show. With myriad moments of happiness, my face shall always glow. Thank you. And I have one short poem, a lighter one. I think most of our poets covered parents, mothers, and fathers. So I am trying to cover one more subject which is very close to our heart in my second poem. It's titled Nostalgia. The school reunion was arranged inside the campus. The school reunion was arranged inside the campus. A mere glance at the school gave me goosebumps. The structure, though old now, still stood tall. The structure, though old now, still stood tall. Each step refreshed memories, sweet, bitter, and all. Classrooms, benches, and floors, each had some story to tell. classroom, benches, and floors each had some story to tell, the event hall still showed me the glimpses of our farewell. My teachers, their appreciation and timely punishments. My teachers, their appreciation and timely punishments all seem today like lifetime achievements. The races, the bruises, the trophies, the laughter. The playground casted its spell one after the other. Walking down the memory lane was so overwhelming. Walking down the memory lane was so overwhelming. Just standing there after years was an extraordinary feeling. Such memories are cherished for lifetime. Such memories are cherished for lifetime, full of nostalgia and lots of positive vibes. Full of nostalgia and lots of positive vibes. Thank you.
Ma'am, both your poems were really tantalizing us with optimism, with hope, with cheerfulness. The first one is really, really very much touching because optimism is something which is very valuable today. We all need to feel it in that way, how your verses floated. Like we should always be optimistic, no matter whatever adversities should come in our way.
Yes.
A kind of positivity in thought process is the most desired thing that we need today in our struggles, in our battles, in everything, in our destiny as well. So thank you for gifting us such wonderful two verses. Even the school ones, that the poem which was related to school, that is a nostalgia that really relates to our blackboards and classmates, our classrooms, everything about our childhood. It
Yes.
really strikes more and more
Yes.
the verses that floated through
Yeah.
your poem.
We
Beautiful.
did a lighter one because it was getting a bit too tensed, listening to some long poems and,
Yes, yes. Because childhood is very precious to all of us.
and I think it's
And
very close to our hearts and it's
and it
nostalgic.
resonates. It resonates every time, no matter what age we, cross to. So
True, very
childhood
true.
is precious to all of us.
Yes.
I would
So-
request Rakesh Chandraji to say something over ma'am's poem.
Yes, I wanted to say,
Yes,
first
sir.
of all, I really ditto what Sundarji has said about these poems.
Mhm.
The first thing that attracts everybody is that you have got a reservoir of positivity inside you. Both the poems speaks volumes about your positive intent, your positive thinking, and positive thoughts. And
Thank you.
nostalgia is of two kinds, but the school nostalgia attached to the childhood or to school going days or the college going days is always positive. It always gives you, not only happiness, but hope and courage, and rather a new energy to face the world anew. That is the beauty of this school going, college going nostalgia. And you have captured in so many, uh, what you say, excellent, picturesque, scene. You have drawn a painting or the picture of those days in such a beautiful colors. So kudos to your creativity. And best thing is that you have rightly said that in this world, peace has gone a word hidden into dictionary. It appears to me that we are always surrounded by wars, a mentality of revenge, mentality, anger is seething inside us, whether inside our country, inside our houses, or outside the borders. So, in these turbulent times, this, this thought of positivity, this thought of peace, we should decide as a poet, this is our bounden duty to, to repeat these sentiments time and again, because we are the only hope. We are the poets. We can say, we can decide, we can write on this subject, and we should write it. Because all the people are, they are becoming they are, you see, replicating the words of Mahabharata. एक सुई की नोक के बराबर भी नहीं देंगे. So everybody is, you see, busy in grabbing others' success, grabbing others' booty, others' property, others' success. But these are the poets who only gives to the humanity. And you are one of them, and you are representative of all the poets with your abundant positivity. That is the best thing about you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
And
Yes.
this is also one good thing that this.
Can I
open
say
mic-
something?
Yes.
It's very captivating and moving poem. Both the poems are very moving and captivating. And the nostalgia you moved me also. I was in the flashback, like my
That was
school
the
days.
intention, ma'am.
And
That was the intention to take all of you.
That was it. It took us like, we were in our past, nostalgic. Those moments were coming in our eyesight. The whole classroom and how we used to enjoy that things. Very nice,
Each one
wonderful.
of us connects to those days, whichever age we are, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. We need a change. Very
And we are
captivating.
into an era where we are perhaps losing our sensibilities at times or our moralities at times. Because if we are not losing all these things, why these wars are happening? So we need to remind ourselves to be very optimistic. I mean,
Yeah.
we have to always prepare our mind into a positivity that there should not be any hatred or any kind of negative feelings ruling us. So for that, these kind of poems should always be related, and this will keep on impacting us like it did today through
It's
Sheetalji's
very nice
poem.
when you write such positivity in your poems, in your writings. I think it
Yes.
makes you feel better and
Yes.
makes you a better person as well. I hope everyone enjoyed the poems, the evening. And I hope, Indrani ji, this was your first time with UPI and it was a nice experience. I'm assuming it. Am I right, ma'am? Indrani ji, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
of course. It really encouraged me a lot, and hearing so many prolific poets was also a very good experience for me. And everybody is such a potential writer, of course, covering the different aspects, different dimensions of life. So it was a fabulous experience for me as well.
Good,
We
good. Yeah,
keep learning throughout, and there is no ending to learning.
ma'am, this is just a start, and I'm sure we will see you again and again in different themes. There are so many open mics happening, and I'm sure we will see you. We will invite you. We will message you. We will pester you. We'll call you again and again. So be ready for that.
Yes, definitely. I'll try. I have a little stringent life with my special child. So there I need to cater his needs first. So a lot of time goes to bring him to this world, to connect him to this world. So, but even then, I will be trying my best to be here and to be with you all.
Absolutely. It will give you a lot of opportunities to come to you, to your Krishnendu also. So let's hope. So I think
Thank
we
you
have come to
so
the
much.
end of
Thank
the
you so
session.
much.
Yes, we have come to the end of today's session. So I must say it was a fantastic evening. Lovely poets. So Hira ji, Rakesh ji, Lakshmi ji, Somdatta ji, thank you so much.
Sheetal ma'am,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Anybody? Hira ma'am, are you saying?
Sheetal ma'am,
Yes,
Sheetal ma'am.
yes, please tell me.
Yeah, can I just say something?
Yes,
Yeah,
please. Yes, please,
first of
ma'am.
all, I would like to thank Sheetal ma'am. Can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, yes, ma'am. You're audible. Yes.
Yeah, Sheetal ma'am, I just want to say that it was so wonderful. You as a compare, you gave such an very
Thank you, ma'am.
encouraging and inspiring kind of comment about everyone. And
Thank
we felt so good and we felt encouraged to write more and more. And as the poets and poetesses said, poetry can change the world, and we should write to inspire people, make the world a better place. We have a very good set of poet and poetesses here, and they can do a lot. They can write more and more beautiful poems which make people open their eyes, make the world a better place, and make emotions and feelings so deeply felt by everybody. So it was a wonderful afternoon and even come evening. And everybody spoke so well. Saraswati Postwal's ma'am's poem was so beautiful, and even Indrani ji. Unfortunately, I missed your poem and I missed Indrani's poem because I had to charge my phone. But Rakesh sir's poem I did attend, and I liked it very much. He's a great thinker on peace, and he really knows how to inspire people, especially in the morning. He sends good morning posts, which are so relevant and so thoughtful. So I thoroughly enjoyed the poems which I did. He listened to, and I'm very sorry I missed your poem, but maybe next time I can
Ma'am,
attend.
there's always
Thank
the
you
next
so
time, I'm
much.
sure, and we'll meet again. That's for sure. And it was an honor to have you on this platform and listen to your creations, listen to your poem. And again, it was really beautifully written. I know I understand the pain, but you presented it so well. We could feel the pain, ma'am. So I would like to thank Sapna ma'am and Sham Sundar sir for giving me this opportunity to host this wonderful event with such
Thank
talented
you.
poets, and showcasing my talent as well. So thank you so much. Thank you so much.